Hello everyone and welcome. This video is going to go over how to submit a request for reimbursement, as well as a few tips and tricks that you might find useful to help your request get approved more quickly. We'll progress through this video quickly, so please feel free to pause, rewind, and re-watch the video to understand each section. Start off by logging into Infocenter. Your main page will look like this. Over here on the right, you will see a button called Reimbursements Direct Orders. Click on it to go to your Request for Reimbursement and Direct Orders Summary page. At the bottom, you will be able to see all the requests for reimbursement you've made throughout the year and their status. On the left, click the button that says Submit Request for Reimbursement. Here we will go through the many different types of options available to you. First, select the child for whom you are requesting reimbursement. In order for your child to be eligible for reimbursement, their homeroom grade must be over 80%, indicated by this number, and have no missing learning logs, indicated by this number. Selecting the type of reimbursement will auto-populate the period selection box. If a period is not on the list, you have already submitted the maximum number of requests for reimbursement for that period. Custom built. For Alexa jobs, periods 2 and 3 are both custom built and can be combined. Only periods 2, 3, 4, and 6 can be combined as long as they are all custom built. Third-party provider. Unlike the custom-built classes, third-party provider classes cannot be combined with each other, and separate requests for reimbursement will need to be made for each one. Required software and materials. The only time you will ever need to click on this option is if your child is enrolled in the MyTech High Direct game design course. Selecting technology allowance will cause this new question to appear. Selecting yes causes this note to appear, which reminds us that if you are requesting reimbursement for a new computer, laptop, Chromebook, or tablet, then you must put it on its own separate request for reimbursement form. If you do have a new device, then enter its name, serial number, and retail price of the item. Don't include shipping or tax in this number. We're just looking for the retail price. Here you will enter the total amount of money you are requesting for reimbursement. Every item on the receipts that you attach to this form for your child and this period should equal the total amount requested. If it does not, the form will be sent back to you to fix. Entering any additional information that can help clarify your receipts and purchases will be very helpful to the reimbursement team as they review your request. Carefully read through the following 6 points to help ensure that your request for reimbursement is complete. Before you submit any requests for reimbursement, indicate how you would like to receive payment by clicking here. We highly recommend the direct deposit option. Some families who have multiple children in the program like to purchase items for multiple children on the same order. If this is the case, then make sure that each item is highlighted or labeled with each child's name and period. Here is my example. I have a receipt here where I ordered things for Jill and Jack. I've highlighted and labeled Jill's and Jack's items to make it easily distinguishable. Using a PDF editor, I've also added the total amount I'm requesting for each child. This works if all of the items are for one class or if all of the items are combined in a custom-built reimbursement. Next, double-check that all items unrelated to any request for reimbursement have been crossed off or marked as not applicable. This next point is important because it helps verify that each purchase meets the reimbursement requirements. Make sure that the date is clearly visible on the receipt. This helps the reimbursement team identify that the purchases are within the approved window, which, for this year, is April 1st, 2020 through March 31st, 2021. The description of items purchased is important so that a reimbursement can be given for approved items. The total of all prices paid on all of the receipts in this submission should equal the total amount requested. The payment type should be visible so that the reimbursement team knows that a transaction has occurred. We can only provide reimbursement for past expenses, not future ones. The vendor contact information helps in the rare occasions where the reimbursement team needs to reach out and verify a purchase. If the cost of an item is shared with multiple children, make sure the allocation is clearly indicated on the receipt. In this example, we see that Jerem and Mari went to the Wasatch County Parks and Recreation and paid $275. It is clear that this parent wants $150 of that $275 to go to Jerem's PE second semester and $100 of that $275 to go to Mari's technology allowance. The remaining $25 will not be reimbursed. Organizing receipts and double-checking that all the correct information is present will make it less likely that the reimbursement team will need to send this request back to you. Now that you've double-checked your request for reimbursement, it is now time to upload the receipts. The system currently allows you to upload up to 8 receipts. If you have more than 8, I highly recommend copying and pasting images of the receipts into one Word document or combining PDFs into one longer document. This not only allows you to upload as many receipts as you need, but it's also easier for the reimbursement team to sort through one large file rather than a bunch of smaller files. You can remove the files by clicking on the X here. Once you're ready to upload them, click the Upload Files button, click Continue, read through the acknowledgement, type your name here. You may now choose to submit, save for later, or delete this form and start over. Now we can see that this request for reimbursement has been submitted. Thank you for watching this video. We hope that it helps answer any questions about the request for reimbursement process. As always, our parent support team is here to help should you have any further questions.